The real story behind high heels. Most people today associate high heels with women's fashion, glamour, elegance, red carpets, maybe even discomfort. But heels were never invented for women. In fact, they were originally worn by men, and not just any men, Persian warriors. Back in the 10th century, Persian cavalry wore heels to help their feet stay in stirrups while riding horses. The heel gave them more control during battle, allowing them to shoot arrows with deadly accuracy. The look was powerful, functional, and distinctly masculine. By the 1600s, this military style made its way to Europe, where nobility and royalty adopted it, not for war, but for status. The higher the heel, the more elevated, literally and socially, you were. King Louis XIV of France, who stood just over 5 feet tall, famously wore heels painted red, a color reserved for royalty. His court followed, and soon high heels became a sign of wealth, power, and masculinity. It wasn't until the 18th century that women began wearing heels regularly, not to mimic femininity, but to mimic men's status. Over time, fashion flipped. As men's styles shifted toward practicality, heels became linked more and more with women. By the 20th century, they were seen as a feminine standard. So, what we now associate with delicate, dainty beauty began as battlefield gear for men on horseback. A message to all history loves irony. What we often see as normal today might have been a symbol of something very different in the past. High heels weren't born from fashion. They came from function, power, and war. And like many things in history, they walked a long road before becoming what they are today.